Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of AZ Food Dude. Today we're going to be making a very simple and easy green chili stew recipe using just a few ingredients. So stick around while I show you how to whip this up. All right, so let's go over our ingredients list for today. So again, this is super easy. We're going to be using 2 whole white onions, 2 serrano peppers, 3 jalapeno peppers, a whole head of cilantro. Today we're going to be using a very special, very delicious green tomatillo salsa from a local company here called Los Muertos Salsa. They're amazing. It has great flavor. You can obviously use any, if you don't have access to this, obviously you can go to the store, buy any other tomatillo salsa. But for this purpose, I'm actually going to use their salsa because I think it's absolutely amazing. And anytime I have a chance to buy local, I always do. So always try to support your local companies. Go down to your local farmers markets. You're going to find a lot of great products down there. And not all of them are super expensive. So just talk to the people around there and they'll kind of lead you in the right direction. So there's that. We're going to be using that today. And then last but not least, we are going to be using a pork shoulder butt here. So I'll go over this in a little bit. This is fairly cheap. I did buy this from the grocery store. They are fairly cheap. I found this one for about $13, and we want it to be around like 4 to 6 pounds. So this one's just a little over 6 pounds, but again, it was about $13. So again, very cheap cut of meat here. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and break all this down. We're going to chop the onions, cut up the serrano peppers, chop the jalapeno peppers, and basically mince all this cilantro down. And then we're going to actually cube this up. So you want these in like bite-sized pieces. You're going to cube it up, the whole entire thing. Cut out any unnecessary fat. You're going to notice this whole back end of it here is all fat. I personally don't think you need it, but don't discard it. What I want you to do is I actually want you to keep it to the side because I'm going to show you how to still use it if you want to. So another thing to notice too is anytime you cut this up, you're going to find a big bone in here. So this big bone, a lot of people are kind of confused because it's called a shoulder butt. So you'll call it like a pork butt, anything like that. In actuality, it doesn't come from the pig's butt, but it comes from actually their shoulder right here. So that's why you're going to find that bone in there. The pork butt is actually what we know as, like, if you think of it as a butt, is actually the ham. So this is the pork shoulder, pork butt. The reason why they call it a pork butt is because a long time ago, they used to put them in like what we know as like whiskey barrels now. And those whiskey barrels, they called them butts. So this is what they shipped them in, and the name just stuck around. So that's why they have the name pork butt. So, but yeah, it does come from their shoulder, but we're going to go ahead and break all this down, save the bone, save all the extra fat, and we're just going to break it down into nice cubes here. Once they're broken down into nice cubes, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the stove here. We're going to brown them up before we actually put them in the crock pot. I'm actually going to use a piece of cheesecloth. Let's put that bone right in there. Let's put the fat in here. We're going to put that to the side. So what will happen is right when we put all this in, or we put all this in to the crock pot, I'm also going to set this in there as well. That way this can cook with it, and it's easy to extract it out of there. All right, so now that we have it all cut up, we're going to go ahead and brown all the sides of it. Go ahead and work in batches. Just put a little bit of olive oil on here, and then do a little bit of salt when you do the different batches here, and then pull it off to the side in another bowl. And just, again, keep working in batches until you're all done. This shouldn't take too much time at all. All right, now we have everything prepped. The meat's browned. We have all the side stuff, so the cilantro, jalapenos, serranos, and onions all cut up. So let's go ahead and start putting it into the crock pot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the pork in first here. That way it's hanging out at the bottom. Now we're going to go ahead and put our veggies in. So onion, cilantro, serrano peppers, and onions. Let's get all of that in there. Okay, so now we're going to put in, again, I like to use Los Muertos Salsa. Check them out. Check out the farmers markets. I'm going to try to start doing more recipes where I incorporate things that I find at the farmers market. I'm going to go ahead and plug them in. So today you're going to actually be able to find Los Muertos. I'll put their tag at the bottom here in the link comments. So go ahead and take a look at them. Check them out. They have a ton of different salsas. They've won tons of awards. So check them out as soon as you can. Go ahead and follow them as well on Instagram, like their page. And then, so yeah, now you're just going to go ahead and put all this down here and just try to cover as much as you can. And this is their tomatillo salsa. I really like this one. I think this one even has some guac inside of it too. So it's like a guac tomatillo base. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Oh, that salsa smells so good. All right, and then so like I was saying before, I had you go ahead and save all your fat, all the bone, all that kind of stuff. Put it inside of the little tiny wrap. Or now I'm blanking on the mind of it. Go ahead and put that on top there. That way it can put all those juices, kind of pack it in. And then once it's done, you can go ahead and pull it out, and all of it's together. So yeah, that cheesecloth will help you really bring it all out. So go ahead and put that in there. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put this on for 8 hours, and then we'll be back. So stick around. All right, welcome back, everybody. So it's been 8 hours. It's done cooking. We're going to go ahead and take the cheesecloth out of it now. Just remember, it is really hot, so I suggest using some tongs there. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and open that up, see if there's anything else for you to pull off. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just put that off to the side. And then we're going to go ahead and mix everything up. Right now, this house smells amazing. And I'll give you a quick look here at what it looks like. Like I mentioned before, though, you can go ahead and let this sit in the fridge overnight. And then that lets everything kind of marinate with each other. It actually makes it taste a lot better tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and try it today. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this up. That way you can get a look at what it looks like. Oh, that smells so bomb. It shouldn't be too spicy. And then one of the things you can do too, we made some pickled onions. So let's go ahead and add some of that into it as well. Awesome. So there you go. Go ahead and give it a try. So there you go. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Please subscribe. Please like. Tell your friends about it. And remember, if you have the opportunity to buy things locally, go ahead and support your local businesses at this farmers market. So again, until next time, see you later. Bye.
Oh my god, it smells so good.